Hello, there's your favorite Uncle Josh, and we are back with episode 5 of Hawkeye. So it starts off in like 2018, before the blip. I gotta learn this girl's name. Yelena. Yelena comes in with her friend trying to wake her friends up because I guess all Black Widows are, under some type of spell, some type of brainwashing, which is true, they are. So then she goes to. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Got it back. She goes to go wash her face off, and then she gets blipped. And then she comes back 5 years later thinking, oh, nothing happened. Everything's the same. But 5 years have passed. And she finds out that, a lot has changed within these 5 years. Like her friend has a biracial child or children with a white man they've adopted. Her friend Anna is trying to help her, but it's to no prevail. I mean, come on, y'all. Can y'all imagine it being like 5 years of your life that you just lost? Like, it literally, like, you went from 5 seconds to 5 years. Like, it can be a lot to handle, but I think she'll be able to handle it. So we have this, what's supposed to be a touching scene with mother and daughter, but it's kind of not because, Kate comes home. She's rich homie Quanin, which is feeling some type of way. So she's rich homie Quanin that she wasn't able to, continue to help Clint do it because somebody hired the Black Widow assassin. So, gearing up for Young Avengers. And, her mom is just sitting over there, like, trying to be sympathetic with these young. She's like, yes, my baby home. She ain't put herself in harm's way. So, she start shivering them shoulders. She start bouncing. She start. But she notices something that her child wants, and, she really doesn't want her child to be looking at herself as a superhero. And I'm just like, what type of? I mean, I understand the mindset back here. I get it. The mindset back here. I get it. I get it. I understand that, but it's just like, what kind of parent are you that you don't want your daughter to live her lifelong dream? All she wanted to do is just hang out with Clint and be an Avenger. Oh my gosh, not my baby. You really think anybody else out of those parents want their kids to be superheroes and Avengers? No, but they gotta do what they gotta do. God, get it together. So we kind of have like, I wouldn't say it's a filler scene, but what happened was Maya is talking to her friend who's a guy who knows all the ASL in the world. And he's like, girl, you need to let this go. You need to let go and let God. Like, this is how he's like, dear, I love you. But you need to let go and let God. She's like, I don't want to let go and let God. We're so close to our revenge. He's like, let go and let God. One more time. This is to let go and let God. Turn to your neighbor and say, let go and let God. So basically, we have a Young Avengers Black Widow meeting the Young Avengers Black Hawk. And there's macaroni and cheese involved. Who doesn't like a thing of macaroni and cheese? I might make some, because I want some. So Young Avengers Hawkeye and Young Avengers Black Widow had a conversation. That's how I'm going to call them because, the names, I ain't really got what to do. So they had a conversation. And basically, Young Avengers Black Widow feels like Avengers Hawkeye Clint is evil, mean, and he needs to be punished. Keep in mind, the Black Widows are usually hired assassins, so come on now. However, Young Avengers Hawkeye Kate is talking to her saying he's not this type of person. I don't know what you believe. Him and Natasha were friends. I feel like they were more than friends, y'all. Y'all know they was more than friends, y'all. Y'all saw the chemistry. Ain't no work chemistry, y'all. That was more than some work chemistry. Because let Clint have met Natasha, he didn't have a wife and kids. You knew they would have got together. That's why y'all ain't say nothing. That's why y'all just sitting there eating your food watching this video. But anyway, they go, they do their like casualties, go back and forth, and basically she's like, don't get in my way. That's basically what Yelena, Young Avengers, Black Hawk is saying. And I'm just like, girl, Natasha chose to end her life for the good of all that is, for the good of humanity. She'll probably eventually be brought back, because in What If she was brought back? And I know Disney said they cut ties with her, but then they said that they didn't. Disney don't know what they want to do. Let us pray, y'all, because Disney don't know what they want to do. So we get a scene with Hawkeye where the one police officer actually made him and Kate matching outfits, Hawkeye outfits. And, he's kind of like emotional and doesn't really want to see it, which I understand because he kind of kicked Kate out because he don't want her to get hurt because of the Black Widow thing. Side note, new Black Widow can't have kids. That's sad. Thought of that. No wonder why the other Black Widow had to adopt, because she couldn't have kids. But then she adopted biracial kids when she had a white husband. Okay. Eleanor called the police on Jack like she should have from episode 1, and I'm glad she did. But should I trust Eleanor? I probably should, because she the mama, but you know how these mamas are nowadays. So Clint goes and talks to like a memorial that memorializes the first time the Avengers assembled. And he basically told Natasha, I love you, but I gotta go kill the other Black Widow. Like, she gotta die. Like, she ain't gonna sit here and try to kill me thinking that this is socially acceptable, that this is scriptural, and that this is of the will of God. No, she will never do that. She gotta go. If it's out of her and me, I choose me. Click, cloud, pow, pow, bye-bye. So Kate goes crazy and starts leaving Clint a whole bunch of messages, and then a mailbox gets full, which could kind of be a hindrance, especially if you want your kids to leave you a message and they can't. But at least there's missed calls. So we going to shout out Marvel for the inclusion, because you do have a deaf actor and a hard of hearing actor doing they thug this. Okay, so they get into this epic fight. It's nice. I like it. However, Ronin, Ronin, Avengers, Hawkeye, Clint makes it known to Maya, I was hired to kill your dad, and by your dad's boss. Like, you're lying. I said, I'm not lying to you. I was really hired. And Maya doesn't believe him because she's so filled with rage, because the boss, she wouldn't think her boss would ever do that. But hey, y'all, sometimes folks gotta go. And then she ends up like getting the best of Clint, but then Young Avengers Hawkeye Kate comes, and who can't fight, all them black belts, but still can't throw a punch, gets beat up every chance she gets, comes in and helps him out. Yeah. So Maya asked her dad's number 2, which is now her number 2, a good question. Why weren't you at the meeting that night my father died? He's like, what are you talking about? You're his number 2. You were in town, but why weren't you at the meeting? He's like, oh, I didn't get the call. Remember, Clint told her I was hired by your dad's boss to kill him and the people there. And she doesn't believe him until she asks that question. Like, oh, so you behind it too. Maya's starting to see that, don't trust it all glitter, it ain't golden. Like, he a snake too. Probably going back, feeding that boss a whole bunch of information. Girl, you best to run, girl. Kill him and run. So, some mac and cheese is good. I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew it. Young Avengers, Black Widow, Yelena said, I just want you to know, your mama was the one that hired me to kill Clint. Just so you know, I don't want you thinking that I'm just be out here being malice, being mean, taking my frustration out on him because I think he killed my sister. No, that's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm about. I'm about this paper. I'm about this dough. So if killing him gets me close to this paper, that's what I'm about to do. She found out that was her mother. She's like, I just want you to know. Right. I'm shocked too, y'all. She said, I told y'all that, Mom. She was something about her in that last scene where she probably set Jack up. I told you it was something about Jack. About that mama. I said, that mama is not to be trusted. She a snaky one, that mama. I knew it. And sure enough, she just said, just want to let you know, your mama the one that cut the check. Who hired me to kill Clint? Oh, your mama cut the check. The mama. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, come back. Y'all, we got to discuss this. Get in these comment section. Let's talk.